Running it back. Running it back, everyone. Hopefully the fucking ascent won't be as miserable this time. I don't know what happened to me there. Damn, I'm going speedrun mode. Holy, wait a second. Wait a minute. God forbid. God forbid a marionette get a little bit of motion. Okay, let's see. I'm probably the only motherfucker using the marionette. But yeah, chat, the last interlude, Fish, if you're watching, that shit went horrible for me. I don't know what happened. My brain like shut off and I chose the wrong path. And then, I mean, you saw the teeth run there, so... At least I didn't die to teeth, though, because that would have ruined the marathon run, technically. You know what's really fucked up about this game? It's probably the only game I'd actively recommend playing with like a membrane keyboard, and I'm not even joking. Because straight up, like, since membrane keyboards are just like, you know, one click to space instead of like in any travel distance, it makes it a lot better. There's a lot more, not notation, I'm trying to think of the word. I don't want that.
Notice,
oh, adoption day could be good.
storage silo 3 must log container inventory.
Employee retention could also be good. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we're just doing this to get to Mother. Does that slow down face? If that slows down face, that could be good, but I think I'm just gonna run this, because it'll just give me the grubs. Okay, that gives me way too many grubs, actually. Never mind. Well, because I can only use one, even if I... Okay, well, that's sad. So what happens if you use more than one grub, by the way, is when you get to Mother, she'll send you the hot zone. And that's where we don't want to go, because that means I can't die to her. And this whole run that I'm doing right now is dedicated to dying to her. That's one of the achievements. So... There's something about developers who make superstructure games like this. I don't know, something in the. Okay, didn't mean to grab that. I realized I was going to though. That's why I fucking stopped. But there's something about superstructure devs, because every superstructure game that I've played in my life has been good, such as No Mouth, this fucking... What was that game I played earlier this year? Okay. Trying to do the cool thing. Not working. Oh god, what was that game called? Oh, Metal Garden, that's it. Yeah, Metal Garden fucking claps.
Pressure seal engaged. Door latches holding. No leaks detected.
Oh, this is rough. Conviction's gonna be good though. I like conviction for Abyss, so we'll take that. And I'm not going to take that because that's an outrageous cost. You can actually see how many jumps you have now. It's a good quality of life feature. Give me the... Oh my god, give me the shoes. Alright. I'm like Chino Marino out here.
Warning. Severe elevator malfunction detected. Avoid elevators until further notice. Emergency evacuation route through drainage system has been opened.
How have I used 2 of my jumps? There I just used one. I know I did. Actually, you know what? That's probably a downside of the membrane keyboard. I've been... The membrane keyboard strat only works so well. I don't even need to do that. Oh wait, I didn't need to do that either. Well... Nothing ventured, nothing gained, Gordon. Ooh. You talk about a good use of fucking Gary's mod. The Wayne Radio TV, oh, what was it? AI Half-Life? Not AI Half-Life. Yeah, you know. I forget the fucking name. I haven't watched it in so long. You know the thing. Quote a certain somebody. Let's see. Where are we going? I wonder. We're only a few seconds into this run. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Nice. Still have 9 jumps. I didn't mean to use an extra jump there. That's so sad. Okay.
Sudden surges can occur at any time.
Can you imagine seeing this fucking... this menace, this monster, running around, just slamming down entire cans of beans and shit in like half a second, proceeding to repeatedly jump on nothingness? Be terrifying. The climber is an anomaly. And I'm pretty sure that's like the whole point of the story, actually. Okay. Wow, that was the worst few seconds of my career right there. Besides the interlude on my other run. I don't know. I always find it funny that I decided to do the marionette achievement before I even beat the main campaign. When I tell you that I was having a fucking nightmare of a time getting the... I mean, everyone who does the... there's a shared unity in the marionette hands that everyone's like, we're never doing this again. And, you know, I get it, because... Because when I did it completely blind for the most part. I saw the Short King's video on it, but, like... Otherwise... You know. Yeah. course, it gives me this one again. Oh, okay. But you know what? It's unstoppable conviction. Used all my fucking jumps right there. Doesn't matter. This is new Knuckle content. So no new updates have actually come out, as far as I know. Or, well, like substantial updates, that is. I'm currently just trying to 100% it still. I still have 8 jumps. That's crazy.
You are en route to location yellow. Please enjoy.
Right now I'm just trying to go and die to Mother, which is why I have the amount of grubs I do. I might actually drop 2 of them when I get up to
Has been detected.
Vent Shaft, though, because you can only use one without being sent to Hot Zone, and I can't, because then I won't be able to die to Mother. So,
Please contact your
you know.
control room specialist. Warning. Control specialist is missing. Contacting administrator. Warning. Administrator is missing. Contacting emergency worker protection crews. Error. No crews detected. Engage manual override.
I'm also trying to adjust now to playing with always sprinting on, because I had previously been holding the sprint button down pretty much the whole run, and then I realized, like, it's why I could just do that.
You have 30 seconds to return to the emergency personnel
You see Charlie make a video, Moist Critical, you see him make a video. Guitar Center situation is insane. What's up, boys? It's Critical. I went to a Guitar Center recently. Let me tell you. The LTD 6-string that's been there since the dawn of man is missing a string, and they've still got it on display. Pretty cool. You know, that's how you got to play them. That's innovation. You've heard of like the 8 and 9 and 10 string. Wait till you hear about the 5 string. You know what I'm saying? Who needs a low E?
pressure nominal.
Take some system reorg. That's cool. Oh my god. I'm getting blessed with a lot of fucking extra jumps here. Crazy.
Alert. Office productivity levels in
And also the 7 Ernie Ball Stingrays that cost 2,000 to 3,000 have been there even longer. I'm shocked that they're still in business. The, even like their guitars. Because I know that, like, they have the whole, you know, John Petrucci sponsor and all that. But, like, Dream Theater is really not that big of a band, you know what I mean? And I never see anyone playing those. There's one guy I've ever seen playing one of those, and it's, he does covers of songs on YouTube. His name is Rashad EB. He's really good. But yeah, he's like the one guy I've ever seen. Oh, hi, Teeth. Why'd he spawn up here? Alright. I mean, I feel like they're probably well made, but I mean, I can't ever really see myself going out to be like, yes, I want to try a fucking Music Man, whatever. The one thing I would consider buying musically now is probably like a, since I also do like solo stuff, I'd probably also get like, precision or jazz bass at some point. Wouldn't be a Fender, I will say. It would not be a Fender. It'd be the equivalent. Probably a precision. I've listened to some things where people played shit through them. I don't know, precision sound. I like the treble from them. Although I will say, the jazz basses having the 2 pickups, so you can kind of emulate that flat wound sound or whatever they're called. They like that. That seems cool. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not super knowledgeable on basses, but signature Arm Holmes guitar that costs $1,800. Yeah, that is pretty ironic. I remember when that, I remember when his thing came out with them, and people were like, ah, yes, Rage for the Machine, or Rage with the Machine. It's pretty funny. Every time I hear the band name, I always, what I always think of immediately is, fucking Smashing Pumpkins' Bullet with Butterfly Wings, despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Every single time, and it's without fail. That and Pink Floyd's Welcome to the Machine, which is a fucking great, I like Pink Floyd a lot. But, and so does my... Gonna use those. I'm not even gonna try and get up there like that. How many jumps? I got 18 fucking extra jumps. My fucking eye doctor I go to is like a major Pink Floyd and Smashing Pumpkins fan. And so every time we go, I mean, I've told the story a million times, but every time I go, I just end up talking to him about fucking new music and shit while he's doing whatever he's doing. The funniest one was when I had a thing with my eye, and basically he had to like cut it off. And Delta Dan, no Delta Dan, sad. And while he's cutting the fucking thing off my, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I was listening to Radiohead's B-sides, and he was like, oh yeah. Fucking funny. He's a really nice guy. And I don't have my hammer. Let's see what we got in here. We got a breeder in here. Do I hear one? I don't hear one. Okay. Well, I mean, I think this is pretty much free at this point. I mean, I haven't died to vent thing so much as once, let alone in normal mode or hard mode, so I mean, I think we're pretty good here, actually. Rage Against the Cage. Hold on. Before I go in here, if you like P-basses, I think a Mark bass Yellow Little would do well since it's their take on a Mustang. I have not looked into shit about basses, but I'll definitely check that name out. I only know the ones you showed me and the ones that you have. And what I have gathered from that is I will never own a Dean. So...
Identified human detected. Assessment unknown. Eradicating.
For one reason or another, that is. Not just because of, like, the brand's history or nothing, but I also just mean, like... It's just not my favorite design. And let alone, I also don't like humbuckers on basses that much. Or, well, okay. At least from bands I've heard use them. I guess I have... Okay. That would have been the most sad fucking death of my career, by the way. You know what? I have 14 jumps. How much do you want to bet? I still have 7. Check that out. Cool. I do want to save some of those for the Abyss. Okay. Oh. Didn't know that spawned in there. Interesting. Mark Base is a company that makes space amps and also... Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I remember you telling me about an amp that they had. It was like a ridiculous fucking voltage. They recently came out with this trio of yellow basses. It's just their version of Fender P-Bass, Jazz Bass, and Mustang and Bronco. Interesting. Yeah, because every band I've ever seen live and in like music videos and everything, they all have fucking Fender Precisions. So I might actually take the remote over the spear this time. Yeah, I'm gonna take the remote. Fucking wild that I'm taking remote right now, but I don't really need the other. Oh. Hit my mic, sorry. Open the door! Open the door! Oh, that's right. I can't get one here. I could get... nah. Not gonna. Does this area have... No. Okay. Pretty sure... Yeah, Rowstone spawns here now. So Rowstone... What a Rowstone does is it, Okay. I'm gonna recycle these. So what a Rowstone does is when you use it, you, I might recycle 2 of these as well. It slows down the mass for a while. And what I'm gonna do is buy one of these. Stick that there. And I'll buy one of these while I'm at it, just for the extra jumps. Okay. I feel like I'm going pretty quick. Do I have... Oh, yeah, I have system rework. Okay. I'm gonna say, no way I'm just going standard right now. The little base, which is the most thing, is about $300. Oh, interesting. Unless I already read that and I forgot it, which is very possible, but I don't think I did. No, yeah, I'll definitely check him out. Because like at the end of the day, I know several people that fucking play bass and shit, but I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like I kind of want to get good at like a lot of instruments, you know? So like whenever if I become one of those like, those people that, you know, you hire or whatever to do certain parts. One of the ones that I'm really interested in that I will never be able to actually practice because it's like $1 million fucking dollars to get one is a fucking sitar, like a proper sitar. That and a viola, those two. I fucking love both of those instruments, and they're both like $1 million fucking clams to actually get a good one. So, a local place had a fucking like electric one, sitar that is. But I was like, eh. If I'm gonna get one, I'd rather get like a, you know, authentically made. Here's another thing that was interesting. The same place also had one of those Dan Electro fucking sitar guitars. And if you don't know what I mean by that, it's these weird hybrid things that you'd most well known... And he's quit. What's going on with you? That most people recognize from like Pat Metheny. If you don't know Pat Metheny, do yourself a favor and look up Still Life Talking by Pat Metheny. It is a fucking amazing album. I've been a pretty big fan of his for a while. And he never really gets his due. Electric sitar for $400 to $500. That is way better than the one I saw. The one I saw was like fucking 1700. So, although then you have to get into the logistics of that, because like you can buy like a Fender Squier guitar and like an Epiphone and like the, you know, models like that, and they'll be perfectly serviceable instruments, but then you have to go into the ethics of like, is it really going to be like sitars? I feel are probably more in depth. Like those are made different. You know what I mean? I don't know how big the CNC community is for sitars, if you catch my drift. So I might actually pop one of these here. Because, yeah, there's going to be one here. Fucking huge. Wow. Okay. How many jumps? Got 16 jumps left, huh? Alright, well, I was trying to save a few of them. Well, I mean, I did, but you know what I mean. Well, that was a very easy abyss run there. Wow. Okay. Well, this run is verily over at this point. I mean, unless I have a miracle, just a miraculously bad nest, I guess. But even still, where did these two spawn this time? Okay. There's one of them. What am I seeing up here? Okay. Really? There we go. And there's the other one. Okay. Did I just use another one of the jumps? Oh. Alright. So yeah, I think we're, I mean, this run's effectively over at this point. Let's see. What other, let me check if there's I'm pretty sure there's another nest achievement. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. Alright, hold on. Wait a minute. Where's the, oh, is there a vending machine in here? I swear to God, there should be a vending machine in here. Somewhere. Yeah. No grub. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna save, because there's another achievement for delivering 3 grubs in the same run. So if I find one in there, I can do that. I don't think there's any grub spawns in here, though. You know what I mean? So, oh, I should have kept one. Damn. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Alright. I'll put the roast stone in the pocket. I'm pocketing roast stones. Actually, wait. Nope, that's not what I want. Damn. Okay, I don't have one. Oh man. Well, that was the saddest fucking shot of my career. I didn't even need that. Nest is actually becoming like my favorite place, by the way. It's really weird because you'd think it'd be really stressful, which it is, but it's like they did a chase sequence. Wow, man. sequence very well. Damn, they call me the sharpshooter. No one calls me that. Because in every FPS game I play, I'm complete ass. Except for like Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill and Cruelty Squad. For some reason, those two I can play without missing like a single fucking shot. But the minute I get into a game with other people, nah. It is over. Oh yeah. I haven't done Nest in a while. Okay. What up, what up? What up? How you doing? Whoop, whoop. Okay, yeah, remote was not the best play there. I was trying to see if I could do some cool, like, daisy chaining shit. Answer? No. I don't even think I need that, actually. How many jumps I got? 3? Oh, I don't even need to use the jumps, actually. Never mind. Use one there. Okay, still got 2. Want to make sure I didn't accidentally double-click it. Yep, yep, yep. Well, that's that run complete. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I think. Oh, you have to step out. I didn't know that. Protection offered. Protection not warranted, motherfucker. Hold on. Need to wait for the text to go off. I don't know. I don't know how like the thing is there. Just give me a second here. Listen, I get it. Don't even worry about it. Climb, child. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me! What if I want them to kill me? What if I want them to try? Alright, cool. Achievement. Big Chivo alert. Worst sentence ever spoken by human beings. Now I'm just curious. I'm going to continue this run because I'm actually curious about something now. Because I wonder if when you go back there, if she's still mad. And in which case, I'll get to show you all, what's that thing called? Hot Zone. So, what am I doing? What am I thinking of doing? Is a better question. Oh, I don't have a flashlight. I could actually use that. And I got 14 jumps already, so we're back. We are so back. Has Germa played this game since Nest? Does anyone know? I'm very curious because I really want to know what Germa looks like going against the consumer. I'm very curious. As not trying to insult Germa's skill level, but him and Vinny and Joel and all the streamers I watch, this is not the kind of game they play. Generally speaking, that is. It really is crazy how Germa like exploded the last few years. And it's so deserved as well because he's so fucking funny, man. I'll tell you though, being a Vinesauce fan from fucking 2012 on pretty much 2013, 2012. Yeah, they're seeing him like fucking explode during... was it 20... It wasn't 2020. Kinda was 2020. I don't know. It was around then. 2019, maybe. Fucking strange to see Vinny with such high numbers. There we go. Okay. Got a cool remote play in as well. It is really funny the difference between, like, old Vinesaw streams and new ones. Because he used to not even read chat that much. Well, he actually, no, that's not true. He used to read chat a lot more. And he used to have, like, full conversations with certain chat members. And it's like, you would never see that now. But, pretty interesting. I specifically remember during, oh god, what's that game called? Oh, she doesn't remember? Different reality, huh? Okay. Sick. Oh yeah, they added 20 pages of lore here, by the way. Hold on a minute. Dictated by head of non-axial biology Dr. Tricia McGorry. Recorded by research assistant Mark Beasley. Of the specimens obtained during the exploration team, we will begin with a mottled white bug-like creature, which will henceforth be referred to as the grub. It weighs roughly 450 grams and is 23.3 centimeters long. The creature responds to both visual and auditory stimulus. And exhibits reactions to extreme temperatures, pressure, and needle insertion. There's grub. When subjected to stimulus that may cause pain, the grub flails its body and emits an unpleasant squeaking sound. Fluid extracted from the grub, assumed to be blood, is green and uncharacteristically sticky. Very difficult to work with, but may prove useful in industrial applications where non-permanent adhesive is required. Under long-term observation, the grub appears entirely docile, spending much of its time wriggling and squeaking without attempting to escape the enclosure. We have attempted to feed it a variety of food items, but it only seems interested in liquid nutrient slurries. Mark believes this implies it is an infant form of a larger species, but this is currently unverified. The second grub specimen in our care shows identical behavior to the initial specimen, so we have opted to dissect the superfluous creature. After draining circulatory fluid, we began with a primary incision into the abdomen. Flesh within the grub is pale, pink, and white, with a texture similar to that of a cephalopod. A second bodily fluid, dull pink in color and incredibly viscous, was drained from what we assume is the cranial cavity, and has been taken to the lab for further inspection. I just realized that my other vocal effects do not have the right thing on right now, so I can't use them. While extracting the cranial fluid, the grub, who we assumed had been deceased, thrashed back and forth on the table for a few moments. It did not move again after this. During this final spasm of life, the creature emitted an incredibly loud squealing noise that Dr. McGorry describes as a piglet drowning in glue. She adds, "Don't write that down, Mark." But Mark believes this is a crucial word. Something. Examination, combination, abomination of the creature's behavior. Dissected grub. After weeks of continuous oversight and regular feeding, the initial grub specimen appeared to curl into a tight ball, excreting a pale green substance similar to the fluid within its circulatory system, but with the consistency of hagfish slime to envelop its body. The grub stopped moving entirely and no longer responded to external stimuli. While we initially believed this to be a sign of impending death, Dr. McGorry is delighted to find the grub has uncurled its body and is now exhibiting the markings, coloration, and shape of a similar specimen discovered within the lambda periphery, which appears to be either the adult form or simply one stage of a larger cycle. With further metamorphosis and stages unknown, we will henceforth refer to this stage with the same term the exploration team has given them, the sister stage. This implies that Mark's hypothesis of the grub being an infant form of a larger species may be accurate. The sister is more active and responsive than it was in its grub stage, showing a degree of curiosity about us. It responds when we talk, though it does not show any degree of understanding or word recognition. Occasionally, it will make rudimentary attempts to escape the enclosure and often appears to be searching for something. Hopefully, with more time, we can witness a second metamorphosis into a third stage observed in the wilds of Lambda, which the teams have been calling aunts. These aunts have been incredibly difficult to capture alive, so having the current specimen fully mature in captivity would be much easier to manage than bringing in a new one. After months of waiting, the sister has started its second metamorphosis. We have been waiting for blah blah blah. It is so much bigger than we anticipated. We are attempting to find new ways to restrain it, but we are not prepared for the strength this new form is capable of exerting. Incredibly difficult to control, both Dr. McGorry and myself have received numerous injuries when attempting to interact with the aunt specimen. It grows more restless and aggravated every day. Something highly aggressive, and constantly attempting to escape. Same thing. We have been forced to fully sedate the specimen and are hereby moving to euthanize and dissect it. Restraining is no longer an option, as the aunt is able to produce and launch projectile spikes from large distance, not this large distance. We are unable to continue our research without risking further loss of life. Mark has passed away from injuries sustained during the dissection of the aunt specimen. Similar to the grub, after draining the bodily fluid, the creature exhibited one last surge of life and impaled a final spike through his eye as he attempted to hold the body still. I have a working theory, that's the blink eye. I, Dr. McGorry, completed the dissection myself in his absence. The bodily structure of the specimen is similar to the grub form, but far more complex and advanced. The primary goal of further investigation into the aunt form of the species is to identify the mechanisms behind spine creation. The spines it launches are exceptionally strong and sharp, and may find use in many internal applications as a replacement for materials unavailable to us within the structure. With everything that we've learned over the last few months, I'm putting in the paperwork for official Lambda designations for grub species. Brood mother, that's the one over to the right. Aunt, that's the one behind us. Sister, that's one of the ones behind us. And larva. I'll summarize the other one because I'm not reading another 20 pages right now. The other one is a thing where they held the mother in containment and learned that it could explode people's minds. And basically the pact was, don't kill my homies, and I won't kill you guys. So there you go. Knuckle lore. Knuckle lore Wednesday. I was gonna just call this stream Knuckle Wednesday, but then I thought people would get it confused with Scourge, and I was like, eh. I'll let the guy have his gimmick. I know there's a shortcut in here somewhere, but I don't remember where. I've watched so many Scourge videos where he takes the shortcuts, and I still can't remember them. That's crazy. And that was insane that I didn't fall off there. I did do a few achievements offline, by the way, I want to mention. I did, there was one achievement that was just kill 5 enemies within 5 seconds and nest, and I was like, okay, well, that one's not going to make for an interesting run or anything, so I just went into Endless Nest and did that real quick. But I'm leaving, I'm saving all, like, the big... I'm saving all, like, the big run stuff for stream. Because, you know, more fun that way. You feel me? Need to check how many jumps I have before I get to the consumer. 9. Okay, that's enough. I'm just going to be able to, like, fly up feeding trough. I'm not even going to have to do nothing. I do not have enough stuff to get up through there. So there is a shortcut up there that you can do. That basically just takes you right from here to almost all the way through Infested Labs. I would love to be able to do, but it would probably take all my jumps. And I don't feel like using that. So. Holy bud. What does this say? Ah. Workers purposely endangering themselves. What's new? Says the corporate. Alright. I think this is a pretty free nest. I mean, we should just be able... I should not have tried to actually kill that thing. I really should have just let it do its thing. Alright, alright. What we got? 2 more? Cool. Got full ammo and everything. Nice. Man, system reorg really fucking claps. That 15% doesn't sound like it'd be a lot, but man, it really is. The consumer. He's here. Did I not close that door? Crazy. How do you do this? I don't remember. Okay. I'm just gonna use an extra jump to get up here. Why don't I have the gun on? Okay, this is crazy. I really need to leave the gun in my pocket. That's wild that I'm not doing that. Okay. Where is it? Up there? Yeah, okay. And that's one of the things I was saving my jumps for. This is a pretty big shortcut. I do remember this one. Clean. Squeeze some water from a stone. Who am I? Where the fuck do you even go here? I don't remember. Okay. Pretty sure. Yeah, there's another one way up there, but I don't think I have enough to get up there right now. We're just gonna run normal nest and have a good time. Running from the consumer. I had 1 bullet. Open the door! The consumer is near! The consumer joke is from Scourge as well. He said it when he first saw it, he's like, consumer. And then he's been calling it the consumer ever since. And so I think that's fucking hilarious. I don't know, every Knuckle YouTuber is just really fucking cool, honestly. Something about them. This game just breeds cool people into the community. Scourge, Profuzz, Linica. Also feeding trough alert. Ow. Okay. This is Scourge White Knuckles' least favorite place. I can gather from his multitudes of videos where he's consistently worried about feeding trough because of the barnacle tile. Which I will give him that. The barnacle tile, especially when he's doing bullshit challenges like using one hand. Yeah, no. I don't even get that. I don't even get how he plays like that. Not my shed, not my problem. That's what I always say. Yeah, right. Was his garbage. If anyone gets that reference at any point in time, I would be fucking shocked. Hard F. Alright, let's go. Oh, shit. supposed to take more than one. I didn't know that. Or, well, I probably did know that. I just didn't remember it, actually. How many jumps do I got? I got 7 jumps. Yeehaw. Another thing about this place, it's weird. The mass is really quick in here, actually. I thought that was a handhold. That was a fucking... Okay. Okay.
Please. Please.
So, as I was saying, the mass is uncharacteristically fast in this area, for whatever reason. They decided that this area was like... Yeah. Now we're having real hours of torture with the mass. I really wish I grabbed that other thing. So I could have had an extra jump here. I might actually die here. This is crazy. Never mind. I think we're good. I think we're good. We might be good. I'm not going to speak too soon. I mean, we should be good. I've got like an outrageous setup here. I got fucking system reorg and unstoppable conviction. But, sometimes even the best perks cannot handle the worst misplays, you know what I mean? It's like the Stout said, or I suppose PO3 and fucking Inscription. Total misplay. That being said, no, we beat the game. So. Man. I actually had to think about what I was doing for a second there. That's crazy. Normally an unstoppable conviction run, you don't really have to use your brain at all. So.
It is now in full control of this system. Unidentified human. Warning. We, I, they, it, he, she, stars. Submit.
Nice. Oh shit, and look at that, I got the devil score. Cool. And apparently that was somehow apparently okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Chathies of mine. Wait a second. Somehow, despite me dying mid-run on purpose to die to Mother and get an achievement, apparently I was still 4 minutes faster than my original run for this. Huh? Fuck you mean?